tell you about the Christmas message, but you've just done it wonderfully. And I thank all of you for your parts and for the story that you shared with me. Now, I have a question for you. When you look at Justin, who is Jordan's little brother, and Robert, which of the two of those people do you think is the strongest, the most powerful? Now, this is a trick question. Robert says he's the most powerful. But I want you to stop and think about a little baby. This little baby is checking out everything on me, and when people come into the room, they always... Jordan made this lovely pin for me, and Justin likes the pin you made. When you think about a baby coming into the room, you know that people always walk over to a baby because they want to touch them, and they want to hold them, and they want to look and see how cute they are. And sometimes, when someone gets sick, like if Robert gets sick, well, we might say, well, he'll get better later. We know he'll get better. But when a baby gets sick, people are always checking and looking to make sure that the baby's okay. Well, God, for some interesting reason, decided to come into the world in the form of a little baby just like Justin. And that may seem kind of silly for God to come in as a little baby. But when you think about it, there have been people over the last 2,000 years that celebrate this wonderful story of God's love and God coming to us in a little baby. And they have Christmas programs like we have now. And on Christmas Eve, we celebrate Jesus' birthday. So, the thing I want you to remember about Christmas and Jesus coming to us is that God came in the form of a little baby to tell us that God is love. And sometimes people think little kids aren't very important. But if you share God's love with everybody you see in all the things that you do and say, then you are as important as anyone. And that's the message God wants us to remember, that love is the most powerful thing. So thank you for sharing that story with us tonight. And I'd like you to all stand, and we're going to invite the adults to stand too, and we're going to sing one last hymn, Joy to the World. It's on page 171.
Can I, Dad? Dad, I want to tape you.
What?
I want